Alright, so lesson today. We're going to talk about writing equations. So normally we've been given an equation, we've had to solve. Now we're going to give you the solutions and we have to write the equation. So it's almost like we're working backwards. Crazy, I know. Right? So let's think about it. When we're solving, what's the first thing we normally try and do if it's in standard form? 'Cause that's what they want it to be in, right? In standard form. What's normally the first thing we try and do to solve? I didn't remember. Factor, right? So once we factored, what do we do then? So once I factor it in two pieces, what normally happens after that? We make each piece equal to 0, right? And then we solve. So I have solutions. X equals 4, x equals 2, right? So you said the thing before I solve it is that it's equal to 0. Well, let's work back to that. So let's get each one of these equal to 0. Minus 4. X minus 4 equals 0. Minus 2. Minus 2. X minus 2 equals 0. Alright? So we said we were working backwards, right? So we went from solution to having each one equal 0. What did we say happened before that? Well, we had factored them, right? So Grace, our step in a second, right? So our step, so let's make it look like we had factored it, right? Because we said we factored and then we break them apart. So let's put them back together. X minus 4 times x minus 2 equals 0. We said we got there because we factored. So we're going to do the opposite of that, which is FOIL, or multiply them. X squared minus 2x minus 4x plus 8 equals 0. And the last thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to combine my like terms. X squared minus 6x plus 8 equals 0. That's it. It's in standard form. That's all we do. We just worked backwards, right? We started by getting each piece equal to 0, then putting them back together like we had factored it, and then foiling. That's it. That's all we got to do. Now, could there be more than one correct answer, like this says? Yeah. So a couple people say yes. What do you think? Yes? No?
Yes. Yes.
You sure?
I feel like there is going to be yes.
There is. Yes, there are. How do we find some other answers, do you think? Multiply everything by any number. Paige, will you pick a number for me, please? 2. So what I would do is I would take this equation that I just made, x squared minus 6x plus 8 equals 0, and I'd multiply both sides by 2. Right? Any number you want. Any number. 2x squared minus 12x plus 16 equals 0. That'll give me those same solutions, but now it's a different equation. It looks different, right? Same thing, if you pick negative 346, multiply everything by negative 346, and you get the same exact answers, but it's a different equation. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, on a test, if it says, what equation would have these as solutions, do you think you need to go any farther than this?
No.
No. But if it said which, or make 2 equations that have it, then you have to find one more. Alright? Alright. You try. Another one, if you haven't already. We want 3 equations. So you're going to find that first equation, and then you're going to multiply 2 more times to find 2 more. So you're going to multiply by any number you want.
You multiply by 1?
Not 1. That won't give you a different equation, Patrick.
0?
A negative 1 would work.
How about 0?
0 would not work. So I lied. You can't pick 0. You're right. I said any number. If I multiply that left side by 0, I get 0 equals 0. And that's not an equation with those solutions. So you cannot use 0. How about that?
Can you use 1?
You can't use 1.
You said I can use any number.
Well, you can multiply by 1 and it'll get you an equation with these, but it won't be a different equation.
So I can't use 1.
You could, but you have to multiply by another number.
You
So I can use one. If I multiply, you say multiply with two numbers, I'll multiply by one, and then 0.
Hey, why is it gonna be so difficult, huh?
Kids have been 18 times.
18 times 2 is 36.
What do they all have? Equals something, right? Equals 0, equals y, equals f of x. So just make sure we don't miss that, because if we do, then it's marked wrong, and then we do a lot of work for that. Hey guys, check your answers if you finished already. Everyone, every single person in this room should have the one in red. Every single one of us. We should all have the one in red. Now the sample answers could be different depending what numbers you pick. Just make sure you do your math correctly. Hey, make sure it says like equal to 0 or equal to y or equal to f of x, because all equations have an equal sign. And if you don't put that, it's wrong, and you're going to be really upset and you're going to come up to me, why did I get this wrong? And I'll put, well, every equation has an equal sign. And you'll be like, you never told us that. And I'm telling you right now.
It's on video.
It is on video. So make sure you put an equal sign, please, because every single equation, right, that sweet word right there, equation, has an equal sign. So make sure it's equal to 0, equal to y, equal to f of x. Okay? One of those three. Any questions?
Vertex form.
If I use one of the tabs, will I get it wrong?
Yes.
So you can use it.
If you use it properly, you'll get it right.
Oh, little mistake.
But if you come up with the same equation, you get it wrong.
So I can't use one.
You can use one if you use a different number as well.
So I can't use one.
Alright, here's another type of application problem. Find the equation in vertex form that has a given vertex and contains a given point. Well, first of all, what's vertex form?
That's the gross.
The gross one.
A plus b squared. I don't know. I don't know I was going with that.
Oh, if we don't know what vertex form is, guys, we're in a lot of trouble. Paige, what do you got for me? Shh. Hey, guys, quiet. Paige is going to tell me what vertex form is. Paige, what's vertex form?
I don't know. A times x minus h squared plus k.
That's it?
Why do we have to?
We're just going to give me a life.
Where did these numbers come from?
Equals f of x, right? Hey, guys, any vertex form, f of x equals a times x minus h squared plus k. Couldn't you if you asked me when you're going to use this in life?
No, I'm not going to.
No, I asked that.
We already know we're not going to use it.
Why?
What is h and k? Because I don't use vertex form. You almost made the ball try again.
What is h and k? Did you really just ask that? Yes, ma'am, back.
Those are the numbers. But we just put 1 and 2 for K is for cool. K is for cool.
Paige, what are h and k?
The
Come on! Guys, how do we not know this? The vertex! Our vertex is at hk. Every single time.
Vertex is h and k.
Man.
Like h plus k.
No!
H
Hey,
plus K divided
guys,
by H plus K.
stop talking. Stop talking. The vertex is a point, correct?
Yes.
The vertex is located at h, comma, k.
So x and y.
No. X and y are points. HK is a vertex.
oh wait. So it's a point.
A point can be anywhere on the graph. The vertex is the maximum or minimum point.
H and k though.
Oh.
You have to find this.
How come I never knew this before?
We learned this. We use this. We use this every time we've graphed out a vertex form. We use this when we're finding vertex and axis of symmetry. Oh my God! Yeah, this is recording. Oh my goodness! Wow! Woo. Hey guys, for the sense of this problem, what's the same thing as f of x? Y. I'm gonna use y.
And we can use X and Y.
Kuji, you will find out in 1 second. All right, just relax. Whew. All right. So Yeah, you guys are gonna. I'm gonna have gray hair by next year. Alright. Shh. Guys. Hey. Shh. Because we need to find our A value anyway, and then you need to find B and C if you do standard. We don't know what any of those are. Hey, guys. Shh. Quiet. Do you guys know what the word quiet means?
No.
Okay, well you should really figure it out. It means don't talk.
No English.
Thank you. Alright, so we need to find in vertex form an equation. Normally when we have an equation in vertex form, we have A, H, and K, right? We are only given H and K here. So what we need to do is we need to find A. So what we're going to do is we're going to take H and K and the point X, Y that is also on our graph and plug them in to find H. Or excuse me, to find A. So, Y is -4 equals, I said I'm looking for A. I don't know that. That's my variable. Times X is 1 minus H, which is 2, so 1 minus 2 squared plus K plus -1 or -1. Okay, so we were given HK, we were given our vertex, and we were given XY, another point on our graph. So I'm plugging those pieces of information in, and now I'm just going to solve for A. Do simple algebra, right? -4 equals A times -1 squared minus 1. Patrick, what is -1 squared?
You punched in. Where do you got it? Oh, I didn't find it. 1.
1, thank you. So, -1 squared is 1. So, William, what is A times 1? What is anything times 1? Itself, right? So it's A.
I'm trying to give it 2.
A minus 1. Alright, Colton, what's the last thing I gotta do to solve for A?
Add 1.
Add 1. -3 equals A. Alright, now I have HK, I have A. I'm going to plug them into my vertex form to get an equation. So Y equals -3 times X minus H minus 2 squared minus 1 plus K. That's my equation. Alright, your vertex is always HK. Because X and Y can be any other point on that graph. Alright? That's why we give you a point on the graph so you can use it as XY. Right? So we don't plug anything in for X and Y because it can be any point on our graph. Does that make sense?
Yeah, now it does.
Now it does. Alright, sweet.
Try 1.
Should we try one more? Together?
On our own.
Together.
No, by ourselves.
Together.
By ourselves.
Why can't we try by ourselves?
There's a you try.
Quentin?
You try the next page.
We're going to do one more together, and then you're going to try one on your own in a second. So if you want to just keep powering through them, you just flip to the next page.
Gotcha.
Alright. Same thing here. Y equals, or -12 equals, right? X, Y, H, K. A times X, which is -3, minus -4 is +4. Squared plus K, so +6. So let's do some math. -12 equals A times 1 squared plus 6. Well, 1 squared is 1 and A times 1 is just A. So I get -12 equals A plus 6. Subtract 6. Did we all get -18 for A? Right, if you're following along, we should have. So then take that value along with H and K and plug it in. Y equals -18 times X plus 4 squared plus 6. And that is our vertex form equation. Alright, you go to the back page. I believe there's one more for you to try. And then actually if you go halfway down the page once you're done with it, they have another task for you too. Oh, crazy, I know. So radical. You want me to put the other one up so you can kind of follow it?
No, I think.
Or you guys good flipping back and forth?
I gotta just memorize.
You got it locked down already?
Yeah.
Alright, what's HK stand for?
HK, that's vertex.
Vertex, alright, very
Give
good.
me equation ready. A. Parentheses.
What's the quadratic formula?
Oh, negative b, plus minus, square root,
B squared
b
minus
squared
4AC
minus
over 2A.
4ac.
Negative boy.
I'll just shut up.
Negative boy.
That's the only thing I really got down in this unit, so.
Everything we learned, you only got that.
Because I had a song, that's why.
Hey guys,
Teaching song.
how much more time we need? Some of us think we're pretty far in the problem.
Is that a 25?
If you finish the problem already, you can check your answer. I am.
Oh.
That's not right. I like doing it like that.
Oh, standard form. Boom.
Alright, how do we do in this problem, guys? We get it good? We get it right?
Yeah.
See? We? No?
See, we.
Alright, any questions? Any questions? Alright, then lastly, it fell out again, didn't you? How do you change it to standard form? Remember standard form was that y equals ax squared plus bx plus c?
Yeah.
All remember that?
Wait, where did you get that equation?
This one?
Yeah.
I don't know, where's that one equation from? That's not the same.
Just for A.
Oh, it's for the one.
Oh, that's one on the front though.
Oh, that's one on the front. That's what makes sense. Alright, hey, either way, it doesn't matter which one we have. How do we change it to standard form? Not gonna square root it.
Just triple for A. Letter A.
For letter A.
Okay.
Hey, guys, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it x minus 2 times x minus 2. Right? And then I'm gonna FOIL. Just like Kuji said. We did this like day 1 or day 2. Day 2, I think, actually. We FOIL it. Once we FOILed it, we distribute. And then we combine our like terms. Right? As Kenzie's pointing out, I think we did this on day 2. This is something we need to know how to do. I can guarantee you look at problems that say change to vertex form, change to standard form on the front side of the test.